What is up, YouTube? AVI back with another video, and today we have an exciting video for you. We are here with the 2019 C7 Corvette Stingray 1LT. Chevy loves their names and their long abbreviations and things like that. But we are going to give you guys a quick video on impersonations, driving impersonations, exhaust, interior, exterior review, and just kind of walk around the car and tell you what's really the market for this car. Now that there's cars with 700 horsepower, is this still pretty fast or what? So we're going to get to it, and yeah, if you guys like this video, make sure to subscribe and smash the like button. But let's get to it. We'll start with the most important part, the exhaust. Let's do it. Coming on now to the best part of the Corvette, the engine. 6.2 liter V8, and I love the way the hood opens. Pretty unique to Corvette and I guess Jaguars as well. But coming in here, you have that typical Corvette 6.2 liter V8, which they've had for a long time. This is not supercharged, so this is the Stingray version, which has 455 horsepower, 0 to 60 in about 3.9 seconds. So it's still pretty quick for modern day, you know, with that 6.2 liter V8. It is the typical Chevy, loves that 6.2 liter. But like I said, non-supercharged, but still has good amount of power. Also, one thing I wanted to mention is the hood liner inside does have the Corvette logo right above the hood scoop, so that's pretty cool to see. Now we're on the exterior. The C7 was actually the first Corvette to not use circle taillights here, which was a little bit strange to those Corvette enthusiasts, but I actually like them. I think this wouldn't have looked as good, the back end wouldn't have looked as good with circle taillights. My favorite thing is the quad exhaust right in the center. You know, I love my quirky exhausts with the Lightning and the SRT Jeep, so I love those exhausts. The badge is very prevalent there, which is very cool, and with Corvette. I like how they didn't write Stingray here, but just Corvette. And coming over here, you have your side vents here, which are very nice and functional. Yes, they are functional. I believe those are for the rear brakes. Gas tap, which is actually not from the interior. You can do it right from the exterior. In 2022, that might be an issue with people stealing it, but that's fine. As you notice, there is no top. So this is a Target top, so you can buy it in convertible and hard top like this. So the hard top is very easy. It's just two clips right here and one in the back. It can be done with one person, but two people is more. And it fits perfectly into the trunk. Actually, we can show that here. We open this. It fits perfectly in there with a decent amount of space still in there with the roof in the trunk. Not a lot, like I don't think you can fit golf clubs with the top off. So if you're going golfing, looks like you're gonna have to keep the top on, I guess, or leave it at home and hope it doesn't rain. Another thing on the exterior that I found pretty unique is all of this window tint is faded from window tint into Corvette logos. And you can see even the dark up here are Corvettes, but then as you fade down, it then becomes just the Corvette logo itself. Coming along here, really nice wheels actually. So this is the 1LT package, so nothing too much, but actually they look pretty nice for the base Corvette here. Continuing on, you have that Stingray logo right here on the side. This is on both sides obviously, but that's, I believe, the only Stingray logo on the cars are these two, so that's pretty cool. Coming along to the front, really aggressive styling headlights, really long, and have great LED bulbs right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bulbs. Pretty cool. And the front is probably the most aggressive, really aggressive styling here with your hood scoop. Fully functional, obviously. Your huge badge in the front is the size of my hand. It's very big and pronounced. But like I said, really, really aggressive styling for the Corvette, and that's what the Corvette's known for. Continuing on here, one thing I noticed with driving, these side mirrors are very small and very difficult to see. And we'll show you now the view from the driver's seat. Let's do it. All right, so now we're the interior of the Corvette. The steering wheel has a flat bottom, which is really nice. Logo, again, Corvette logo on the steering wheel. Paddle shifters for an automatic. And I love how all of this is, all the center infotainment system as well, just like the C8 Corvette, is driver focus, so it is tilted towards the driver, so it's easier to see. Start-stop button here, and this is a really cool feature of the screen. You're able to put your phone and wallet and keys, stuff like that inside, and press the button. We can show this. Here's your center instrument panel. Really nice, and I believe this does not change when you change the modes. So you have normal mode, sport mode, track mode, etc. But I do not believe that the dials change from the different modes. You have an air vent here in the beginning, in the front, as well as two on the sides. The passenger really doesn't get anything. They have just their lock, unlock, and doors on their side, where the driver's side has both windows, lock, unlock, as well as memory seating. Over here you have your heads-up display, which this does have, which is really, it's kind of distracting the first time you use it, but I really enjoyed it once I got used to it. Your mirror controls here, infotainment, and brightness for your center control. Looking over the hood, you do see those two really big pronounced fenders on the hood where the headlights are stored, so it is sort of an eyesore when you are driving, but you'll get used to it pretty quickly. View at the back is one of those frameless mirrors. It looks really nice. As you can see, there's a Hyundai behind us, and you can see it. And you have your OnStar, SOS, and all that built into the rearview mirror itself. Another cool feature about the interior is each seat has the Corvette logo built into it. I really like that. It does feel a little bit cramped as a driver, but you know, with the sports car, you know what you're getting. So here we are driving the Corvette, and as you can see, we have a backup camera, which is super helpful. And the exhaust does get on the camera when backing out. You can see the Jeep in the rearview mirror. It does change as you move the steering wheel. It will adjust and it will beep when you get close to things. Also, when you put it into drive, it'll change the sensors to front sensors to show you how close you are to things, as well as you have your heads-up display in the dash to show your speed, also the gear that you're in, and also speed limits as they're available. Here we have a better show of the heads-up display. You're able to toggle through and move up and down your heads-up display and toggle through different menus in different gauges. I like that one particularly. It shows your G-forces as well as your speed and your RPMs. So here we are driving the C7 Corvette 1LT and just cruising along at 22 miles an hour, so it's pretty easy drive. It's like a touring car pretty much. You do feel some bumps in the road, not too bad. Having the top off is great. Wind noise is not too bad. It's actually pretty good, better than the SRT Jeep. Let's see how this takes this. Steering is really precise. One thing to note, I don't hear the exhaust at all. I'm not really getting on it, but you do have a 6.2 liter V8 and don't hear it too much. So I'd say definitely an aftermarket exhaust would be in the works if you were to get this. Really easy car to drive for someone never driven a Corvette. You have a lot of confidence in it. We are in track mode. From changing to normal to track mode, we didn't see too many differences in exhaust note. Heads-up display is very, very cool. Let's downshift 2 gears, 3 gears. That'll do. That's pretty quick, actually. Alright, we're going to launch it a little here. Like I said, we're in track mode. There is a car coming behind us, but let's see. That's pretty fast. I wish it told me my 0 to 60, but I would guess that was about 4.5. It's pretty good. And it's not difficult to drive. You don't feel like you're gonna crash. It did slip away a little bit with the tires, but not too crazy where you feel like you're in danger. Other things to note, visibility, it's actually better than I was expecting. Guy was way over the line. View out the back is a little bit difficult, but view out the sides, those side mirrors are actually better than expected. Like I said, again, exhaust could be better, could be louder. I wish for some burbles or cracks or pops in the back when letting off the throttle. That would be nice. Let's drop a gear again. Track mode does make a big difference than normal mode. It's much more aggressive. Shifting is extremely precise. Doesn't feel like the transmission is letting you down at all. And then you pull up to a light and you feel like you're in a normal car. So final impressions, extremely fast for probably 70,000 MSRP, 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds, 455 horsepower, but I have a lot of confidence with this car. It doesn't feel like it's going to get away from you. It's still a Grand Touring car, even though it's not a GT, it's still a Grand Touring. You could definitely cruise in this long distances. I don't think I'd have any issue. The ride quality is not terrible. It's a very good, like I said, old man car, and not in a bad way. It's fast, it's fun, but doesn't feel dangerous, and can definitely get you lots of looks if that's what you're looking for. So now that we've driven it and gone through the exterior, interior, let's hear my final thoughts. This is an interesting car because to me, it doesn't seem super fast for a Corvette. And what I mean is it's kind of like an old man sports car, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but it's more refined. You drive a Challenger that has the same amount of horsepower, the Challenger feels much more brute and lousy and lazy, and it's all over the place. This is refined speed, and what I mean by that is it doesn't seem fast, but it feels you have a lot of confidence when driving it. And I think if you're looking for a cruiser, it's very comfortable to cruise in. With the top down, I think this is perfect. If you're looking for a car that you feel dangerous driving and you feel like it could get out from under you, you might want the Z06, which is the supercharged version of this car. But if you want just an everyday car to go cruising to the beach in with the top down, a lot of people like the looks. A lot of people are going to say nice car. If you're looking for that, then this is the car for you. It's just not the car for me. And just like that, AVI out.